Russ Davis welcoming you once again to MoJa Radio World Headquarters here in New York City for more MoJa Vision. Now I want to take you to a club that's called Poission Rouge in Greenwich Village in New York City. In the old days it was called the Village Gate. I remember going there years ago to hear everything from Chuck Mangione to Bo Diddley. Well, since it became Poisson Rouge, all the beautiful people show up there, and some of the most interesting acts you can imagine perform. Every style of music you can imagine, from rock to hip-hop, and also new jazz. I've seen Jaga Jazzist perform there, I saw Jenny Scheinman and her Mischief and Mayhem band, and I also saw Club Delph, Mike Revard's great band, with special guest John Medeski on keyboards. That's what I want to show you right now. Mike Revard has really done something special with Club Delph. They're a band that breaks the rules in so many ways, incorporating world music and modern jazz in such a cool way, improvised music at its highest level, pure MoJa. So here they are, Mike Revard on the bass, along with the rest of Club Delph, and John Medeski as guest keyboardist from Poisson Rouge on MoJa Vision. Russ Davis here. Here's more of my conversation backstage at Poisson Rouge in New York City with Mike Revard, the leader of Club Delph. Well, thanks for parting the curtain there, Mr. Wizard of Revard, because that gave us a real insight into what people hear when they're watching you perform. And they've done a lot of that over the years, because so much of the recorded output of Club Delph was on the Kufala label, and it was live recordings from various places, everywhere from New York City to Boston to Athens, Georgia to various places. And so many times people will say to me, ask me when they find out I deal in jazz and have since the 70s, oh, well, jazz, it's kind of dead, right? That was the music of the 20th century. And I go, au contraire, mon frère, because it's alive and it's being heard by lots of young people in places that you don't go to, and you just need to go if you want to go hear where it is. So you have been a big part of defining what modern jazz is, simply by playing live so much and recording it and putting that out there.
Well, I mean, we get the label jazz applied to the music a lot, but it's MoJa. I don't really know what to call it.
I call it MoJa.
Okay.
But, you could call it tomato. In fact, I'll get into that in a second. Go ahead.
But I mean, and that's one of the things that I think that has been kind of a stumbling block for us, is because people don't really know what to make of it. They don't know what to call it, because depending on who is playing in the group, there might be, like, Reeves Gabrels could be playing with us, and it will have more of a rock flavor, and people who like that are comfortable with that. And then, somebody like Joe Maneri would be playing, or John, or Hassan Hakmoun, and the music goes in a very different place, and people aren't always comfortable with traveling to those kind of disparate, or at least promoters aren't, but audiences actually, I mean, they're really receptive to it, because as long as the energy is there and it's got a strong groove, and the musicians are hitting it, it doesn't matter what you call it. It doesn't matter if it's Afro beat, or drum and bass, or Ganawa. It's just music,
MoJa Radio, jazz in the present tense.